Hi there, Loy Machedo. It's me, you from LoyMachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 15th April 2018. Time right now is 8:32. Okay, I got this question from one of my good friends in my WhatsApp group. His name is Suraj Kumar. Suraj Kumar is a friend of mine. Great guy, young boy, who's also kind of my consultant for Reddit. So he adds a lot of value. So he has asked me this question. In fact, he asked me this question a couple of times. Now I have the time to answer. So I thought, let me answer it. Okay, Suraj Kumar asked this question, how to get through your first day on your first job, or how to get through your first job in general. Okay, so Suraj, how do you get through your first day at your first job? Well, I'm just trying to imagine my first day at the job. See, here's what you need to understand. People in the corporate world, okay, they are very busy. They are very busy, and it is their zone. That is why, you know, men and women, when they come, they have their private table, they have their desk, their space, their phone, their computer, everything. They are in the zone, okay? So it's their world out there. It's their ecosystem. That's why they would not be very comfortable, someone coming and sitting on their chair, doing stuff on their desk, you know, so it's their world. So what you need to understand is there are all these different people who are coming into the office. Each one is in their zone. Each one is busy. Each one has his own targets. Each one has his own things to do. So now when a new person comes in, they will be kind, they'll be courteous, welcome, you know, nice to have you on board. But after that, it's like, get away from me, I have my work to do. So what they would expect out of you is, they are doing their work, you do your work. They are clear about what they are supposed to do, you should be clear about what you are supposed to do. And you should not disturb them. So it's more or less that because they have their own stress, they have their own headache, they have their own targets. Because remember this, end of the day, they are not there to help each other. They are there to, you know, do their job because they get paid a salary per month. Their boss will call them and say, you know, you got paid this month. What the hell did you achieve? So they don't want to listen to shit. So they just want to make sure their job is done. So if in case, let's say you're new at the job, obviously you do not know the job. You do not know what to do. You don't know, you know, there's a lot of confusion. What I'd suggest is when you join in new, be very humble. Keep a very low profile. Don't over-exaggerate. Don't try to show off. Don't try to be nosy. When you're first day at the job, you know, first, which I think you should do is, you should know very clearly what you're supposed to do. It should be given to you in writing. In fact, it's always recommended that you go to your manager or your employer or the person who has recruited you and take it down in writing. Remember, writing, not verbally, in writing. And if they don't have anything in writing, ask them, please, I would appreciate if you could give me something in writing. Or if they don't have that, you take a notebook and you write it down as they speak. Okay? So you write down specifically what you're supposed to do. If they say your job is sales, okay, I'm supposed to sell how many units by how many days. So you have everything specific. You're supposed to sell 30 units in 30 days. So 1 unit per day. Okay? So you have something specific. If they say engineering, fine, I'm supposed to do this drawing or I'm supposed to submit. And then along with that, you should also know, okay, whom am I supposed to report it to? Let's say, for example, you join the office, you're supposed to report to Mark. Okay, let's say Mark, his name is. So you find out, okay, who is Mark? And then you also ask him, can you give me an introduction to Mark? So Mark knows I'm supposed to report to him. And once you meet Mark, you ask Mark, okay, I'm supposed to report to you. When can I come to you? At what time? Do you have a specific time that you want me to come and report to you? Or can I come? Is your door open? I can come anytime. Because there are some people who want, don't disturb me when I enter the office. Meet me only after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you need to figure out specifically in writing what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to report to, who is under you, who is reporting to you. Okay, sorry, who is reporting to you and who you're reporting to. So everything should be in writing. Okay, it should be clear cut. And when you're at your job, okay, obviously the first day there'll be various questions. You wouldn't know where the washroom is, you wouldn't know where the kitchen is, you wouldn't know where maybe the IT room is, you wouldn't know who's the person, who's the office boy, who's the IT person, if you have any complications. So note all of them down on a sheet of paper, write them down, and when you do go to speak to the person who you're supposed to interact with, ask them all the doubts. Most of these companies, they tend to give you one person allocated to you to guide you, or they tend to do this in some of the multinational companies. They make you sit down with somebody who's experienced so that you can watch them, you can keep learning, you can jot down notes. Okay. It's also very important that when you go at least the first few weeks into the office, you not only keep a low profile, you not only be observant, you keep a heightened sense of awareness. Let's say, how do the people dress? How do the people act? How do the people behave? Who are they? Who is the big boss? Who is the guy with the ego? Who is gossipy? Who is trying to be very nice to you? So just be aware of what is going on. Play the smart game. Don't get into collaborations, and keep this. Be aware of this, that there are groups or groupisms or gangs within organization. Just keep a neutral sense so that you know where to join, and strategically. So that happens whether you like it or not. I also think it is very important to know the do's and don'ts of organization, and most important is knowing that who are you reporting to. So if it's your boss, let's say your boss is Mahesh or Ramesh. Ramesh is your boss. It's very important that your boss likes you, because if your boss doesn't like you, your life is going to be totally fucked. Because remember this, it's very rare in any organization or corporate structure that they favor the person at the lower level to the person at a high level. So they'll always go down as per hierarchy. So always make sure that your boss likes you, because end of the day, if your boss doesn't like you, your life is going to be miserable. Okay. So yeah, that's more or less what I would say. Just make sure that you do not take your smartphone, you do not chat, you do not waste your time on social media. Don't go around bragging to anyone. Don't go around giving information to anyone. Don't go around talking to anyone, because everyone is, curious about you, and that can sometimes backfire, especially if you give out too much information, which is not necessary. End of the day, remember, the corporate world is a cold world which only focuses on they give you money, you give them value. That's the story. Nothing else goes. And politics can really be a killer. Be an achiever. Be someone who's focused. Be someone who comes to the office. In fact, if you could see the movie The Pursuit to Happiness, I think that would rightly sum up the attitude you need to have when you go to work. When you're at work, you're there to work. You're only there to work. Nothing else. No social media, no chatting, no sending messages, no talking to people. One of the reasons why I chose not to be in the corporate world is because I was very gossipy. I was very curious. I loved telling stories. I loved the attention. And this was a recipe for disaster. That's why no organization, I would not fit into any organization, and I would end up being terminated. That's why in 90% of the organizations, I became best friends with the CEO, but the worst friend of colleagues. Keep in mind, this is also another extra. You can either be friends with the management, that is the decision makers, or with the rest. I would personally suggest don't be with the rest. Don't keep friends with colleagues, friends. It's only there for work. Be friends with the management, because that is the only way you're going to succeed in the future. End of the day, it's all about business. It's all about making money. It's all about results. Every single day, it's about proving yourself. So I hope this answers your question, Suraj. Suraj Kumar, for those of you don't know, he is my friend. And it's a pleasure, Suraj, that I could answer your question. So this is Loy from LoyMachedo.com. This is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Got any questions, send it across, Loy@LoyMachedo.com. And put your comments down below. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down, didn't like it. This is me signing off for now. Take care. Bye.